Some of the best analysts I follow are calling for an incredible Q4 for Bitcoin and crypto. And honestly, if we just think about it ourselves, there are a lot of bullish signs starting to line up. Like the bad jobs data means that the Fed may be forced to cut more, maybe even 50 basis points in October. On top of that, it looks like they'll have to end quantitative tightening really soon. So if you put both of those together, then you've got a ripe setup for a massive pump in Q4. And maybe, just maybe, we'll finally get the alt season we've all been waiting for. But here's the thing. If we assume that Q4 will really be that good, then we gotta start locking in right now. After all, you gotta buy before the pump starts, not during or after, right? So in this video, I'm sharing my top picks heading into Q4, and to keep it simple, I'm gonna organize them by sector, aka the categories I'm the most bullish on. And within each one, I'll share a few coins plus my quick thesis for each one, so you can decide for yourself if any of them deserves a spot in your portfolio. All right, we gotta kick things off with layer ones. Now, historically, these have always been the biggest winners when alt season shows up. Like they capture the fattest premiums. And my first pick here is none other than ETH. You see, back in August, it was straight up ETH season. Like ETH was beating most of the altcoins out there. Then September came and ETH season was put on pause. But heading into Q4, I think that ETH season comes roaring back and ETH rockets to new all-time highs. Why? Well, you still got Tom Lee and all those other Ethereum dats gobbling up as much ETH as they can and doing everything they can to pump up the price. Plus, institutions are also doubling down on ETH. Like China AMC in Hong Kong literally launched tokenized money market funds on Ethereum. So if that's not bullish, then I don't know what is. But anyhow, my next pick in this sector has gotta be Solana. You see, when ETH season was going on, Solana was lagging behind, but lately, it's been picking up again. And I think that Sol, being one of this cycle's biggest winners, will definitely end this cycle strong. After all, they've got ETFs in the pipeline. Plus, their Solana treasury companies were just getting started. And yeah, I think Sol is a no-brainer in this category if you ask me. Alrighty, the next sector that I'm bullish on is what I like to call the revenue meta. And honestly, this is one of the most refreshing narratives in all of crypto, because finally it's about projects that actually make money, right? Anyhow, first up has gotta be Hyperliquid's Hype. This one is a clear leader of the revenue meta. They've got an amazing team, their tokenomics are insane, and their buybacks are S tier. Like nearly all their trading fees gets used to buy back Hype from the open market. And on top of that, they rolled out HIP3, which basically lets anyone stake Hype to launch their own perps market. So now Hyperliquid isn't just a DEX. It's turning into a broader infrastructure play. And then you got the Phantom wallet integrating them directly into their app. That's millions of retail users who can just trade perps inside the app with no friction. So yeah, if you ask me, Hype is the best revenue meta play for Q4. Now, next up in this category is Pump. And my thesis here is simple. If memes come back this quarter, and I think they will, then Pump is one of the best ways to play it. You see, unlike their competitors that just copy-paste their features, Pump actually has a track record for innovation. Like that streamer coin meta that's been getting a lot of hype lately, that was spearheaded by them. And just like Hype, a chunk of their fees goes straight into token buybacks. Now, of course, Pump has been a controversial project. Like most of their meme coins are pump and dumps. But at the end of the day, they're still dominant in this space, which is why if meme season returns, then Pump is set to benefit more than anyone else. Alright, the next sector that I'm super bullish on is none other than stablecoins. And honestly, this might be one of the hottest sectors in the entire world right now, maybe only behind AI. But anyhow, the first stablecoin project that I like has gotta be Plasma's XPL. Now, this one came out the gate swinging. Like on day one, there was already billions in liquidity flowing in. And sure, some of that was because of their incentives, but the point is people are clearly paying attention to this project. And honestly, I'm not surprised. They are backed by Tether and Bitfinex after all, and they have a killer value proposition, aka zero fee USDT transfers. So yeah, if you're betting on the stablecoin narrative, then XPL definitely deserves a spot on your radar. Now, next up, we've got Athena's ENA. Their stablecoin USDE has been absolutely killing it. It's the fastest growing on-chain dollar with close to 15 billion in supply. On top of that, you've got digital asset treasuries stepping in to buy billions worth of ENA. And that's like having an institutional bid built right into your system. Plus, Athena is lining up a fee switch, which means that revenues could eventually flow back to stakers. And yeah, ENA is one of the most innovative stablecoin plays out there, and heading into Q4, it's hard not to be bullish on it. Anyhow, my next sector to focus on is DAOs and communities. But wait a sec, this isn't a hot sector at all. Well, that's true, but I do have a unique project for you in this sector. And I'm not saying that you should buy it because the chart's going to moon or anything like that. No, I'm saying that you should buy it because of the utility and the edge it gives you. It's called Retail by Retail DAO. And basically holding it is your ticket into a token gated Discord where you get great analysis, constant debates, and a group of investors who are laser focused on catching the next big move. Now, with full disclosure, I am a core contributor of the DAO. But here's the thing, if this quarter really plays out like we think it will, then being plugged into the right community isn't optional. It's the difference between fumbling your bags and actually riding the wave successfully. So yeah, Retail isn't just another DAO token. It's a cheat code for serious retail investors. And if you're serious about making the most out of Q4, then you definitely should buy some in order to join the DAO. Alright, moving on, the next sector has gotta be memes. And honestly, this has been the breakout sector of this entire cycle. I mean, yeah, it has cooled off a bit lately, but if alt season really returns, then memes are absolutely going to rip again. Anyhow, my first pick here is none other than Maraud's SPX 6900. And my thesis here is simple. Their holders are diamond-handed, and they have one of the strongest holds in all of crypto. But anyhow, my second pick here is Fartcoin. In my opinion, this has become sort of a bellwether for the entire meme coin sector. Like when it moves, the rest of the meme market usually follows. Also, it just has so much viral potential. Like the higher it goes, the more absurd it is, right? But anyhow, finally, my last pick in the meme category is none other than Pengu. Because this one's got way more going for it than just being cute. You see, the Pudgy Penguin team is S tier. They've been expanding with Abstract Chain, burning tokens, pushing products, and their founder Luca is out there hustling nonstop. So in my mind, Pengu is the meme with the most staying power behind it. But yeah, those are my three meme plays heading into Q4. I don't know if I'd buy all three of them, but one or two of them will definitely be in my portfolio. All right, the next sector I'm bullish on is RWAs, or real world assets. And this is one of those areas where the potential is massive, but it's only just getting started. But anyhow, my only pick here is Syrup. This is Maple Finance's token, by the way, and boy have they been crushing it lately. They already crossed $4 billion in assets under management, which is a crazy milestone to hit. On top of that, they're allocating 25% of their revenue straight into buybacks. So not only are they scaling with TradFi adoption, but they're literally routing value back to their token holders. And with RWAs finally getting some serious attention from institutions, I think Syrup is perfectly positioned heading into Q4. Alright, the final sector I'm bullish on is none other than the Base ecosystem. You see, this chain has been one of the hottest of this entire cycle. And with a potential token on the horizon, plus Coinbase pushing it hard, it's a no-brainer to have some exposure here. So first up is Arrow by Aerodrome Finance. They've got the whole VE tokenomics flywheel, emissions, bribing, all part of their model. And now with Coinbase routing their new DEX trading feature through it, Aerodrome's metrics are about to rocket. So yeah, Arrow is my top base pick for Q4. But then another pick here is Edge. Now this one is smaller, but I think it's got huge upside. It powers Definitive, which is like a pro-grade trading platform with advanced order types. But the reason why I'm bullish on it is because it has real utility, like staking it reduces your trading fees. That's why a bunch of their institutional clients are buying a boatload of Edge for that purpose. But yeah, while it is newer and riskier, if base continues to rip, then Edge has serious potential to outperform. Phew. So those are my top picks heading into Q4. But here's the thing. This quarter is definitely going to move fast either way. Narratives flip overnight, and if you're not ahead, you're already behind. And that's why we built Retail DAO. It's your edge for Q4, a token-gated community where we're constantly breaking down plays before they hit your X feed. So if you're serious about making the most of this quarter, then you can join us by using my link below.